Hey sisters, this is Sydney coming to you from College Sisters TV, and right now I'm about to tell you some things about summertime foundation. In the summertime, I know wearing foundation can definitely be a struggle because it's hot and foundation can be very heavy, and a lot of times if you do not wear it right, it will slide off your face and it will not look nearly as good as it will in the wintertime. So right now I'm about to tell you just a few tips on how to make your summertime foundation look awesome. The first tip is using a BB cream instead of a foundation. One BB cream that I recommend is this one by Bare Minerals. It is called Complexion Rescue, and I'm in the shade Spice 08, but I don't think that's the right shade for me. It's definitely way too light, but I definitely use this in the beginning of the summertime, and this is really great because it has an SPF of 30, which is wonderful. I have another BB cream that is by e.l.f., and I have the shade medium. This one actually does fit my skin tone a little bit better, and this one has an SPF of 20, and this also has a great little pump too, so you can just pump some product out if you need to. The next tip that I recommend is taking some regular foundation that is full coverage and mixing it with a little bit of your regular moisturizer in order to thin it out and make it kind of like a BB cream if you actually don't have any BB creams. And that is one way to skip out on having something too full coverage. Here's a really quick clip of me using the lotion mixed with foundation as a BB cream. When you see me rub this in, this might look a little bit yellow on camera, but it definitely is a pretty good color match once you rub it in, and definitely once you put other makeup such as contour on top of it. This is just a clip of me doing the foundation part. I did the rest of my face off camera. The next tip is trying to use a very lightweight foundation, and the one that I use in the summertime, it's almost gone, but it is the Black Radiance Color Perfect foundation, and the consistency is very lightweight and it is pretty liquidy, so I like to use this, and it doesn't give me too much coverage, but it definitely covers up the big things that I need to cover up. The third thing is just dropping foundation altogether if you can, or if you want to, and trying to just use concealer on where you need it in the summertime. So what I do is I'll try to just use a couple concealers, one to highlight and one to contour. These are the LA Girl Pro Concealers, and I'll use these just on the places that I need and I'll blend them out, but I won't wear any foundation. Another way that I recommend is not even using foundation in another way and trying to just use powders. So what I would say is just put on some primer, and then taking your favorite powders. I use the BH Cosmetics ones, and I try to always just put those on my face. And the powders, they kind of cover up a lot of the things that I want to cover up, and because it's a powder, it stays on really well, and if I sweat, the powder will do some of the work to try to absorb some of that moisture, and they stay on really, really well. The very last tip that I have to tell you is using a setting spray. In the summer, it is so important just to go through and use a setting spray whenever you need to. So when you first put on your makeup, it's always important to put a couple spritzes of setting spray, and also use a couple more spritzes throughout the day if you need it. So if you see that your skin is starting to get a little bit shiny, I would definitely recommend spritzing your face with setting spray and taking either a cloth or a beauty blender or anything like that and just going through and just blotting your face. That will help your skin to be so matte and look so good, and just give your makeup what it needs, that extra oomph, to last the rest of the day. Thanks for watching. Bye sisters!